In the expressive arts, art, drama, music, movement, it all can collaborate. It just depends on the therapist and what they think at that moment is beneficial for the patient.
The beauty of film, in my opinion, is that it is a collaborative art form. And it's different from other modes of art and other traditional ways of making art with sculpture or just making something on paper, the artist and that. There's this extra thing here, there's this camera involved. It's not like in a Hollywood film where every image needs to be perfect and pristine. That's not like what the goal is with this.
What is your first reaction to the word film? Is something beneficial of just being there in the moment?
To yourself? Yes, so you're in space.
The green screen, it could even bring it more to home, closer to the self. You can make choices of where you want to be. Maybe that person really wants to tell a story about a particular situation, a life experience that they want to deal with and they found it hard to do. So we can bring that to life in the space.
Okay, so what is your reaction to the word green screen?
I just feel like that light, like maybe become a superstar. Like
Superstar, wow, yeah.
And I think that's where the roots of our therapy will always be. We're always going to be able to do a drawing with someone and ask them how they feel about that.
freedom and creativity is enjoyed.
It's nice to know that you got this too, that next evolution of your treatment.
And if you were to take a patient and put them behind the camera or edit, then that's another art-making process too. But by doing what we do with the camera, it allows for different things to surface that might not just surface that, because generally every person who does this has something very specific that they feel. Very few people do this and feel apathetic towards it. They have strong feelings about it. It's important to recognize that film is an art.
Thank you so much.
The person feels like they're involved in this story. Or how, yeah, okay, see how the shape kind of changed after you're able to show like another image and how that image is actually, it's actually kind of real now, right? You're in the same frame as this image.
She's placed within it, so there's a different degree of connectedness with that.
Having your thought just kind of free association, and there's also a benefit of having more control and making decisions, and
There's
then
also like problem solving, like, you know, throwing things down that green screen that will pop up can make it easier to jump from.
This process can easily be done with regular light. I mean, I can show you that, but the drawback is you don't have the projector, so you're limited to a size of a video screen or a monitor that's, you know, to your budget.
a whole relaxation group can come out of this beautiful.
A beach.
Like I'm looking at them doing it, and then they're on the green screen.
What's the temperature of the water?
It's getting warmer.
They wanted to swim in the water. Is it hot? Is it cold? I want the beach.
Having the patients drive the computer is a whole other experience. He drew an image in an art therapy group, you know, of his own accord, and then we decided we were going to use that in the green screen at a later date.
He could use his imagination to place himself into the artwork, but for him, it was a completely different experience actually being in the artwork itself. Because then Jon was able to hold a therapy session within that as they were watching it on the screen. He was able to control the plane and was able to do different things actually being inside of his cockpit that he drew.
Here he was, he had an opportunity to actually move into it. From your patient's perspective?
In this space, in this green space, I can be roles that I played in the past.
Growing up?
It was a soft bed. And let's say I want to play a role of a child. I can't see myself. I want to see myself.
Well, let's see if we can situate this pillow for you
Patients who
here.
are going through rehabilitation and healing. So we can be a patient in the moment and looking at the future.
You know, that's more, it's almost like a hole, almost like an abyss maybe for some people. And I think that this particular choice that Jon picked, I thought was fascinating as a drama therapist. That, man, I just want to jump in there and like, you know, play.